We are officially on Alpha 21 watch. By the time I had recorded the last set of episodes, well, I was already done before word came out that
incoming enemies,
the fun pimps are once again soliciting inquiries for those who want to be on their stream team for the Alpha 21 weekend that will be coming up soon. So, I can tell you that it's probably, well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know when it's going to be. By the time this video posts, which will be on a Monday, it'll be Monday the... What's today? I don't know. It'll be like Monday the May. It's possible we could get word that day that it'll be the upcoming weekend, but I don't know. Just if you want to know when it's going to happen, probably check the 7 Days website, and I will also try and post something on the YouTube text stream feed that is ever so lovely, because that's why people use YouTube, is for text posts and picture posts. But I'll have something there when I know what's going on. It's kind of cool. This time around, they set up, the devs, set up a Discord for all of the people who are going to be participating to just hang out on Discord and talk and kind of plan and talk with each other and all that sort of stuff. It's actually really kind of cool. It's pretty fun seeing all of the big names of the 7 Days community all together in one place. I mean, yeah, they've set up something on the forum for years, but forums versus real-time, so to speak, communication via Discord, completely different thing. It's pretty cool. I mean, honestly, I've been so busy that I haven't really had much time to hang out and chat with people, so I'm really not doing a very good job of participating at the time I am recording, but by the time this has been recorded, I assume I will be much more communicative and participating and all that stuff, because, you know, hey, it's a good time. Anyway, to the point of what we are doing today, since I think I have gotten all of the disclosures and things out of the way, we are shooting arrows at zombies, because that is a thing, and I love when they line up for me like this, just one at a time, Black Ninja style. It's like all my favorite 1980s action movies all over again, except I cannot seem to hit that one guy. We are going to run out of arrows here momentarily, because we don't have a lot of them. I'm hoping that we'll get a bunch back from these guys' faces. Scrap that, take that, take that. I meant to take the armor, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. We don't really need it. I'm just furiously clicking, trying to get as many arrows back as we can. I'm hoping that some of them will be stuck into... Look at that. Excellent. Into the bag of stuff. There you go. Whatever those are called. Cobblestones. There you go. There's the word. So, this is indeed a Tier 5 location. This is the Shotgun Messiah, obviously. I mean, that's what it said on the sign outside, so I assume that's correct. I don't know. Maybe it has been taken over by aliens from another dimension, and they are intent upon turning it into a factory that makes food out of humans. I'm not really sure. Those are just rumors. I cannot confirm them at this time.
incoming enemies, prepare for conflict.
But we do have incoming enemies, and we need to prepare for incoming conflict type things. Whatever. This is such a cool POI. It's great for all sorts of resources. I mean, obviously, you know, the weapons and stuff, weapons, ammunition, all that sort of jazz, but it really, truly is one of the best locations in the game when it comes to grabbing cobblestones, and even cement is pretty good on that. I mean, honestly, I'm not really concerned about the cement right now. I mean, the way things are going with this mod, I truly don't think there's any reason whatsoever to upgrade the base to concrete. I mean, seriously, it's completely unnecessary. I love, by the way, that it rains when you get wet out here. We might keep those just because we're kind of low on arrows. We might need to switch out to those in a minute, but I like how it rains inside like that, or at least under the patio. I guess it's raining sideways. We can't see that it's super windy and raining sideways. I mean, that is a thing, believe it or not. I mean, maybe you've never lived in that weather, but oh boy, those are fun storms when those ones come in. We're just going to keep on grabbing all the cobblestones here. I don't know why. I don't think we even need them at this point, so tell you what, that's the last one I'm going to stop and grab. We'll just call that good. If you didn't know, There's a ladder down here, and this leads to a sort of secret place that when we run around, we will pop out, and there's a box right here with a hidden stash. Look at that, a quality 6 stun baton and a bunch of 9mm. My bad, buddy. I was not paying attention to you. I should have been. I heard the zombie and everything. I was just thinking he wasn't actually around, so my bad. Alright, we got a bunch of guys coming in here. I kind of want to use that stun baton just for the giggles now, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Is that our first quality 6? I don't think it is. And yet, I don't remember. I think these guys are just random wandering zombies from another neighborhood. Y'all don't belong. It's like when it's trick-or-treat time. It's Halloween. You see all these kids that you're like, they're not from my neighborhood. I don't know where they came from. They just get dropped off and mooching off your high-quality candy. I see how it is. I see you, people. I see you. Try my best to ignore all of those cobblestones, even though I really do want them. I mean, how many did we grab so far? Just under 1,000. Tell you what, we'll go to 1,000, and then I'll stop. I want a full stack of cobblestones, just so I can... I don't even know. I'm going to leave all that stuff, because it doesn't matter anyway. There we go. That's probably close enough. 980. Ah, so close. I really do want a full stack. I have no rhyme or reason for why I want a full stack. I just do. So this is going to be our first location in this POI where there are going to be a significant number of boxes. I'm going to say more than one qualifies as significant. I don't know if that's actually accurate, but that's what I'm running with. So we'll take that. We're going to leave parts behind. Scrap that. We don't need any spear parts, I don't think. We'll take those guys. I don't think we need any tempered blade mods. I'm pretty sure we're like full up on all that stuff at this point. It seems like someone got inside. The way they were hitting... Oh, it's because... Yeah, got it. I couldn't remember that's how the building is shaped. I'm tracking. I'm following. I think we're going to run out of storage here pretty quickly. I mean, obviously, you know, we can kind of get rid of some stuff. We'll min-max it a little bit, but I'm not overly concerned with how much we have. I mean, hi, how you doing? We'll be fine in terms of overall, general, having enough stuffage. We'll be fine. Just for the giggles, thought we'd go ahead and switch to the machete. It's a little more dangerous because, you know, don't have as much range. It is what it is. Ow. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the spear because I like the range. We're actually getting pretty close to another level here, which I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. I should probably say, too, I didn't really say anything about it. So my bad if you're waiting for all the Alpha 21 update stuff. One, go follow the dev streams. I mean, you're going to find a lot more information there than I can even hope to possibly relay to you. And two, I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to handle this series when Alpha 21 comes out. It'll probably be dropped for it, honestly. I mean, just because we're all going to want to play the new hotness, right? I mean, I know Alpha 21 is, it's got some things that I think people are not going to be happy about, or at least they've been expressing their discontent, namely water in jars. And you know, honestly, I'm going to say I'm a little skeptical of that too. But at the same time, I'm trying to be patient, and I'm trying to look at things with an open mind and go, you know what, you haven't even tried it. So you shouldn't criticize it until you've actually had a chance to sit down and try it. I mean, who knows? The way it's implemented, the way everything works, the mechanics of all of it. This is wood, by the way. It's one of those weird things, which if you didn't know that, that's wood. I'm trying not to cast judgment without first giving it an honest try. I mean, there have been some changes in the game that maybe I've not been super excited about on paper, but they end up working out okay, and I'm okay with it. I mean, one of the biggest changes, like you go back and you look at that Alpha 16 series that we did a little while back. I mean, basically did that before I did this Romero Mod series. I forget, do we need one or two? I can't remember. and you look at the way Alpha 16 plays, specifically the way your skills play, where are we at? It's close enough. We can just tink this open with this guy. Oh, quality 6 pusher bot. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Here, just for the giggles, put the quality 6 pusher bot right at the door. We'll have some fun with it. Nope. Wrong button. I know what the right one is to click. I just can't do it. Anyway, one of the biggest changes that the game has seen is how skills are gained. And it really is a significant change when you look at Alpha 16 versus later alphas. We're going to put this guy right here now. And to some degree, it seems like we're kind of going to, I don't know, maybe like a hybrid of that system or something. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Like, it just, again, it's a significant change, but I don't want to cast judgment on it until I've actually played it. I mean, look, I've said before, and I've been kind of critical of, it seems like we've just changed so many systems in this game. It's like, you know, guys, come on, pick what you want to do and just run with it. But at the same time, some of these changes have been good. I mean, the way this game plays now compared to when I first started, oh yeah, at Alpha 8? Oh, hi guys. Here, where did you all come from? You came through the door over here. Oh, you're dirty cheaters. Well, the good news is for you, I have a pusher bot that will very sort of kind of keep you away from me, ish. Kind of. Oh, thanks for that. Appreciate that. I was not paying attention to health. It's a genuinely good thing there. But anyway, just the way the game plays in general. I mean, if you remember the early days, it had an old school Minecraft system for crafting where you had to put all of the things, all of the materials in various places. I mean, heck, wood was 2 different materials. At least 2 different materials. I don't remember, maybe it was 3. Because you had wood, you had sticks. I don't remember if logs were a separate thing at that time, and then you converted everything down. I don't know. I mean, it's a different game. It really is. It's a different game. And I'm okay with that. I prefer this game. And I am not going to read that quest because it's going to end up being in a crappy spot. And, I mean, as it is, we're already going through a tier 5 POI, and it's kind of like, meh, because we're not really going to get terribly good results out of our loot stage. I'm going to drop those 15 cobblestones. Actually, you know what? Here, let me do it this way instead. Let's scrap them into stones. And I don't know if we're going to keep the stones. We'll figure that one out. By the way, let's see what you have for your inventory. Here, if I can fill you up with any more stuff, that'll free up an inventory slot. That's fantastic. Take another vitamin because I don't want us to get infected. I'm not going to worry about checking those. I know there's usually a box up here in the ceiling, so we'll check that guy. And we'll take some electronic parts. I'm okay with that. And then I don't think there's usually anything up here other than like a purse or something, maybe. Yeah, I don't even see that, so that's fine. Here, we'll check the sinks because we should check the sinks. Here, take both of those guys. That's fine. We're not going to worry about going up the stairwell there or messing around in there too much. I'm going to try and stick with the general path of this building because I just think that's more enjoyable. You get the full experience versus a sort of half thing. I don't know. It's funny, I was just seeing a little bit of conversation about that on Reddit about some of the compo pack POIs and how they don't really necessarily adhere to the design style that the Fun Pimps have kind of come up with, which again, you have to go back a few POIs to get to it, or a few alphas to get to it. And I don't know, I've said it before, there's a certain element of weird that you have all of these POIs as kind of like dungeons.
My senses have picked up
But at the same time, the whole point of that is to create an experience for the players. Like, I'm not trying to excuse or anything, like literally, I'm just trying to tell you what the point is. If you didn't know, that's the whole point of it, is to create an experience for the players. I mean, if you want to play that you're in a wasteland and you're just going to go trash whatever you need to get to wherever you need to go, like, I'm going to fall. Totally, go do that, you know? You bought the game. You can play it however you want to play it. It doesn't matter. That's up to you. Where did she go? Oh, hi. You are not the one I'm looking for. Where did she go? I didn't stab her, did I? I don't remember stabbing her. Where'd you go? Did you fall down here? Oh, there you are. You're stuck. You're stuck under there. That's why I couldn't find you. This is going to take a minute, isn't it? There we go. Kind of see if I can knock her out. If not, I might just have to leave her be here, because, here, can I get you to bleed too? I can't tell if you're bleeding. Yeah, you are bleeding. I mean, this might be... How you doing? This might be a silly thing here. I think this is very silly. But anyway, the whole thing about the POIs is it's an attempt to provide an experience. I don't know how that worked. I guess she was swinging. For the players, I mean, you can have a bunch of just like plain POIs where you just have to, you know, saw through everything and all that. But really, the whole idea is that the player has an experience. That's why this Tier 5 gigantic factory of a building is set up the way it is. Because it's fun. It's enjoyable when you go through it the way it's intended. I mean, that truly is why I do this so often. Because it's just fun to do it this way. I enjoy it more. And if, you know, ostensibly I'm playing the game to have fun, well, then it makes sense to go through the way the devs intended. And sure, I am just as guilty as the next of ripping through a POI in the way it's not intended. Especially if I'm just, you know, really quickly looking for some loot. I might do that, you know, just really super fast, quick, run through, no problem. Grab what I need, ignore the whole thing. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's one way to play, but that's generally not my preferred style. So again, if that's yours, that's cool. I got no complaints there. You do what you do. I'll do what I do, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle, I think, is the way it generally works out. Let's keep ripping through here. So far, we are up to the, I don't know, are we on the second floor? I think we're only on the second floor at this point. It's going to take a minute to get through here, and I could just, again, I could just try to run through here as quickly as possible, but I don't know. I don't mind stopping to check all these things. Checking the desk, checking the random boxes. I mean, if nothing else, we can use those plastics, the polymers, to make some arrows. And we did find some steel arrowheads, so that's a thing. And, you know, we can always use more wood, so I'm just trying to grab all the chairs we can. I mean, mostly our base has been built of wood anyway, and done a few upgrades here and there to get it to something a little higher quality, but not too many. No real need in this mod. That's going to be, you know, just thinking about going to Alpha 21 here. I remember when I first started this series after having played Alpha 16 for a good long stretch. It took a minute to get used to how Alpha 20 works. And I'm going to have to stop and get used to how the vanilla game works. Like being able to hit zombies somewhere other than the head and do an amount of damage that is, well, maybe not significant, but is not insignificant. That's a pretty considerable change. And I'm curious, you know, will it seem easier for me? Because I'm just, you know, I've been playing so long now where I have to get headshots that I'm able to just headshot the crap out of things. I don't know. I mean, that was actually a conversation I had with someone about playing this mod and how it really, because of the requirement to get headshots, it really kind of forces you to improve your aim. And you know what? I agree with that. I really do. I think it's, I mean, one, it's kind of one of those things where when you stop and think about it, you're like, well, duh, of course. But at the same time, it really is an astute observation. When you're playing a game in which you have to go for headshots, I mean, it teaches you to go for headshots. And if you want to survive, well, then you know what that means, right? You got to get those headshots, which means you got to have some aim. Like, it's not just the aim. It's not just going for the headshots. It's putting all of that together. And that's not always easy. I mean, I think I've mentioned it before, but was playing, gosh, what is that game called? Whatever the not Vermintide game is, Dark Tide, I think. I think we were playing that one. I was playing that with some friends. No, it was Killing Floor 2. I take it back. We were playing Killing Floor 2. I don't think I mentioned this. Maybe I did. I don't know. I was playing Killing Floor 2 with some friends after we hadn't played in forever. And we decided, you know, let's just play for a little bit. And I was just ripping off headshot after headshot. It was hilarious. Like, I was just demolishing guys. I mean, granted, I was still terrible because I couldn't remember how to play the game. And I don't know. You know, whatever. It was what it was. I wasn't that great. But in terms of headshots, no one was even close to me. And I do think playing this mod, in which I need to get headshots, and I've got to have good aim, I think it helped. It put me in a frame of mind that, you know what, I'm just going to go for headshots on these guys. And you know what, I think it helped us survive a little bit. I mean, it was one of those things where it was still kind of a pain in the butt, because, you know, just how it is with that game sometimes. When you haven't played in a while and you forget how the bosses work, that was our problem, honestly. Regular guys, not as much. Here and there, yeah, we had some bad waves, but mostly it was just I couldn't remember how the bosses work, and no one else could either. Because it's funny, like, we were playing, and I just remember there were certain bosses that never really were a problem after a while, and yet they would just demolish us, so it was a thing. But we have since stopped playing again. We've moved on to Elden Ring, and that's a whole other conversation. But that will be for another day. For right now, I'm going to saw open that box, get all these guys to drop down, and we're just going to take care of them before we wrap up for the day, because we're not going to do this one in one day. This is a large POI. And again, maybe if we were just ripping through it and skipping everything, going straight to the top, or, you know, doing a Dark Souls boss run where you're just running past everyone, we could do that, but that's not the plan. We'll pick up on the next floor on the next one. Catch that one, Dylan. Thanks for watching. See you later.